excited because we got the blog post today. We have some information on Scream. That's right, Scream. And she looks like she's going to absolutely break symbiotes for the better by giving them speed up and to be able to chain through stealth and clear positive effects. I think this is going to make symbiotes take them from being a soft counter to Asgardians to a hard counter to Asgardians. And Captain Marvel is going to be temporary farmable in a hard node. Now, what is not in the blog post is some very important key information. No word on where symbiote Spider-Man is going to be. We're all expecting milestone orbs. No word on that. Also, not in the blog post. No information about ISO 8. You know, this was on a couple days ago in-game mail. No information in the blog post about ISO 8. None of this 3 new playable characters, so no information on the 5th symbiote. And no information on Doom, level cap 80, gear tier 15. And in my opinion, those things, Dr. Doom, gear tier level 80, and gear tier 15 are not coming on the patch, which I'm expecting to come out Tuesday. So there's a lot of information in this post. I am beyond hyped for Scream, the Alien Amplifier, and this is the blog post. Greeting Commanders, watch your step this week because another symbiote is on the loose, and it's looking for someone to whet its appetite after connecting with the new Clintar on the block, as opposed to Jenny from the block. Strap in for an event courtesy of Doom, fantastic blitzes, and a red-hot returning legendary event, which is going to be Phoenix. Now, prepare your first contact with Strike, newest symbiote, Scream. And I think they've gone from being an amazing team to a bonkers team. She does look like she's going to be slightly better than Venom and probably on par with Carnage, but we're going to get to it because it's quite good. Corrupt the battlefield with a new symbiote team's upcoming new member, Scream, a spawn of the Venom alien symbiote. Scream is a bloodthirsty parasite that bonded with a mentally unstable soldier of fortune and has spent much of her time on Earth terrorizing its top heroes. Much like Venom, Scream possesses superhuman strength, reflexes, accelerated healing factor, and a form of ESP similar to Spider-Man's Spidey sense. For the symbiote team, Scream is a controller who silences enemies by applying bleed, disrupted, and slow, as well as healing all symbiote allies when a character eliminated from the battle. They didn't say it, but she gives speed up to the team. That's way more important than more healing. I can't believe that's probably the most important thing of this entire kit. He didn't mention it right here, is on her passive. I think we're going to go to the passive first because the passive is what just rocks me. Passive. Symbiotic attachment. On death of any character, heal all symbiote allies for a percentage of this character's max health. So that's going to be like the way Minerva works. But they already have adequate healing, in my opinion. But fine, they'll get more healing. That's great. Apply speed up for 2 turns to self and all symbiote allies. This just, to me, sounds ridiculous in conjunction with Carnage. Because they're just going to run through any kind of summons. This is just absolutely amazing for against Greg or Loki summons or even Ultron bots or any character that they can clear. They're just going to ramp up. This is really good. They're nearly broken. We don't even know what the 5th one's going to be. And then lastly, if this character has 3 or more symbiote allies, lower all enemies' resistance by a percentage to be disclosed later. Let's go to the basic attack. And this is why I'm pretty excited about it, because she does clear on basic, which is always good. Attack primary target for damage. Apply bleed. Clear 1 positive effect, fine, but then it's going to chain to 2 adjacent targets for damage and apply bleed and clear 1 positive effect. And then this is the kicker, which is also this theme right here is going to continue through the rest of her kit. This attack can chain to stealth targets, counterattack breaks this down. So the immediate thing I thought is that Asgardians was a counter. Symbiotes was the counter to Asgardians, but it was a little temperamental, and I would refer to it as a soft counter. This could potentially just make symbiotes a hard counter to Asgardians because don't worry about Loki putting characters under stealth. Don't worry about when they drop percent health and they go into stealth. Nah, go right through them. You're gonna get through them, and potentially she's gonna be clearing that stealth away Rip Asgardians in war. My goodness. Special. Splitting Hairs. Energy cost 4/4. Attack primary target for damage and clear 2 positive effects and offense down. Always good. Always good to have offense down. Chain to 2 adjacent targets for damage and clear 2 positive effects and apply offense down. And then again, this attack can chain to stealth targets. Rip Asgardians and many other teams, but that's kind of a big deal. There's nothing worse than getting stuck with Hela and stealth and 5 Gregs on the board in war. Wow, you're going to actually be able to get to her and clear that stealth and finish her off potentially. Ultimate Hair Trigger. Energy cost 4 out of 6. So this will happen turn 2. Attack primary target for damage. Apply slow for 2 turns and disrupted for 1 turn. My goodness. Slow and speed up. All of this stuff is really good. Apply slow for 2 turns and disrupted for 1 turn. Attack adjacent targets for damage and apply slow for 2 turns and disrupted for 1 turn. And then check this out. Reduce speed bar for primary and secondary targets. This attack cannot be blocked. So that's going to get through all the deflects. The deflects is the block mechanic, but it still can be dodged. But deflects is what causes this block. Wow. When we don't even know. So there was a couple things that have come up in chat as, they still heal block. I mean, I imagine in raids like Mordo, putting up AoE heal block is still going to be annoying. So people say, oh, who should I run to cleanse? Well, Squirrel Girl has her own self healing. She can heal herself. She has drain, so she might be optimal. Emma might also work, but her passive heals herself. But typically, if you run Invisible Woman, she doesn't have a way of healing herself, so that's not good. Squirrel Girl or maybe Emma would still be good with these 4. But I'm really excited to think that maybe the 5th symbiote will have some sort of way of getting rid of heal block. That could be quite good. The other question is she going to be high red star dependent? I think this kit, because of the number of bleeds and the necessity for focus, will greatly benefit from high red stars, but I suspect that probably 4 stars would still make it adequate. I think this character probably will work even with 4 red stars. We will see. I'm just guessing. We're going to guessing, but I'm pretty excited about this. Let's go a little bit further down. We've got a bunch of other stuff because she is going to be an event campaign. One of your first chances to merge Scream into your roster will be in the Parasitic Intentions campaign event campaign. Assemble a top team with the limited time metamorphosis trait to join Scream as she fulfills her end of Anonymous Pact with Doom, gathering her alien siblings of Doom's army in exchange for his help to control her symbiote powers. For the complete list of characters using the Metamorphosis trait, you can filter through your roster using Metamorphosis. So when that happens, you can see it. So my guess is that the patch is coming on Tuesday the 29th. And if I were to guess, they're going to start selling packs then for her. And then this event campaign that they're referring to will probably go live later the following week, somewhere between 7 to 10 days after they sell the initial offering, where you can just buy her, usually about 10 days later. So we're going to see if that's true. That's my guess of the timeline when this is going to happen. Now, I typically refresh the event campaigns, the 50, so I spend about 200 cores per day, and that does make it relatively easy to almost get a 5-star character. I mean, you do have to have some luck to get to 5 stars. But anyways, I'm hyped. And there's another picture of her. Doesn't that look great? Oof, that looks fun. Doom's influence. Okay, so Captain Marvel is going to be farmable, and we're going to talk about this, but it says it's going to be temporary, so I do want to talk about that. Dr. Doom is en route to Nexus Earth, but he's already launched a mystical stall to counter his attack. Strike is temporary moving characters. That's a key word there, and I'm not sure why that's there, but it just maybe allows them for more flexibility in the future. But it says temporary moving character shards to new strategic locations, including Captain Marvel, who's making her campaign node debut. Here's a rundown of all affected nodes and the new characters in bold. And what they said is that the characters are either being repositioned or they're duplicates. So nothing is getting lost here from what I could see. Hawkeye's getting moved, Mysterio's going there, Yondu, but this is the key one. Captain America is going to be in Heroes 3-6. And power creep has affected her quite a bit. She's not as important as she once was, but she's still quite an amazing character for new players. I think she's quite good. Elektra to Shocker, Nebula to Bullseye, Hawkeye to Quake, Captain America to Captain Marvel. Oh, I misread that. Here it is right here. That's Captain America. Never mind. But here's Captain Marvel. Heroes 6-9. Captain America to Captain Marvel. Misspoke. There you go. Captain Marvel's farmable. Again, they reinforce the idea that it's temporary. Characters originally on those nodes have either been moved or were duplicate instance. Now, no word on whether or not we're getting Doom 2 as well. Also lowered the star unlocks for Mysterio and Hawkeye. Mysterio now going to lock at 2 stars, and Hawkeye is going to lock at 1 star. And then again, it reinforces the idea that it's temporary. It says take advantage of Doom's influence while you can. Legendary event. Phoenix is coming back. And Phoenix does require 5 6-star villain mystic controllers, which are the characters here. Hela, Hand Assassin, Loki, Mortar, Nobu, and Ronin. Right here on the calendar, the 21st is when Doc Ock happened. I'm predicting that Hela, the Phoenix event will happen on the 5th of October, and that Star-Lord will coming on the 19th, 2 weeks after that. So my prediction is that Phoenix will be October 5th, and then Star-Lord will be October 19th. They have some upcoming blitzes. We're going to have Thing and Cyclops. Chaos Theory and Wakanda Nation are coming back. We're going to get double drops for Wakanda. Don't forget 2 times 0 is still 0. And then they end it with a symbiote thing. So, are you hyped for symbiotes? I got to tell you, I'm beyond hyped. I actually think I'm more hyped for symbiotes and Scream than I am for Doc Ock and for She-Hulk. I'm just really hyped. I don't know what to say. I can't wait to see what the 5th one is. And guess what time it is? We're going to do something special today. Marvel Strike Force is going to get new art. It's going to have 4 icons. And what we're going to give away is a modified version of that. We got to give a big shout out to High Ground for providing this. But so I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you were in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you're getting for free in your account an 8-star super duper Marvel Strike Force icon on your new phone that looks like this. It's the best. I think that's going to be much better. I got to give this a 10 out of 10 in quality. It's the best. I think this would look better than what they're proposing. I actually like the old one, man. I wish they'd keep the old Marvel Strike Force logo, but I'm pretty sure they have a reason for doing it, probably corporate or something like that. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section about the symbiotes. I'm pretty hyped. I hope you are too. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and keep on gaming, and look out for some important videos coming out early next week. We're going to have more information, I promise you. Bye for now.